Hello everyone, welcome back to our Python complete course for beginners. In the previous video, we learned about dictionary in Python. We learned how dictionary store data in the form of key values pair and how to add and move the dictionary, etc. Today we are going to start a very important topic in Python. A very important topic, very important topic. Now function in Python. First we complete this function and then the other topics. Functions are one of the most useful concepts in programming. As our programmers become larger, writing the same code again and again can make the program difficult to read and manage. Functions help us organize code into a smaller and reusable part. In this video, we will understand what is a function, why do we use function, advantages of functions, built-in function, user-defined functions, function syntax, how to define a function, how to call a function, functions with add without parameters, arguments, return statement, and practical example. So let's start. First, what is a function? A function is a group of statements performing a specific task. Now, a function is block of code that performs a specific task. Okay, we write the code inside a function, and whenever we need that task, we can call the function. For example, suppose we want to display welcome. Suppose we want to display welcome to Python course. Okay, we can write the function for this task def welcome, then this and colon, indentation is there, means 4 space 1 2 3 4. Now print print welcome to Python course. Okay, this is the syntax in the blank space put up here. Here we created a function. Here we created a function welcome, but the function will not run automatically just because we created it. To execute the function, we have to call it welcome. We have to call it. Now complete program def welcome, and then this in the next line we have to call this function welcome. This is the complete program, and our output output. Our output is this is the output. Welcome to Python course. Now understanding the definition. A function is a reusable block of code that performs a specific task. Let's understand every important word. Uh, if Now what is block of code? A function contains one or more lines of code. For example, def student information, and the next line print the name Rahul, school, print course BTech and semester 3. All these lines are inside a one function. Now what is specific task? Now what is specific task? Every function is generally created to perform a particular task. For example, we write here calculate underscore marks, and this is for calculate marks. Okay, a good function name should explain what the function does. Okay, now here we what is reusable? What is reusable? Yes. The same function can be called many times. For example, def welcome, we have def welcome, print welcome to Python, and here we write again welcome welcome. The same function can be called many times. Okay, now what is output here? When we called function many times, this is our code and this one is our output. See the output. This is our output and this is our program. Okay, we wrote the print statement only once time, but we used the function 3 times. This is called code reusability. This is called code reusable or reusability. Why do we use function? Suppose we want to print the following message. First, welcome to Python course. Without a function, we may write print again and again, again and again. This same code is repeated many times. Now we use a function welcome to Python, def viewer printer, and welcome 5 times or many times. Now see the output. Here welcome to Python course, welcome to Python course, When we write here 5 times, then the output 5 times. We can write the task once and use it many times. Now real life example. Real life example. Think about a mobile phone. When you press the camera button, the camera opens. You don't need to know all the internal code used to open the camera. You only perform one action. You perform only one action. Similarly, a function hides the internal codes and allows us to perform a task calling its name. For example, here we write this and call this calculate total. Call this function and change the name, call total. This one. This function may contain many lines of code, but we only need to call the function. We only need to call the function. Okay. Now, advantages of function. Function provides many advantages. First, here we write advantages. Here I am writing advantages. Advantages. First is code reusability. Second is reduce repetition. The better organization and fourth one is easy to understand. Easy to understand. And the fifth one is easy to debug. Sixth one is easy to maintain. This is advantages. This is advantages. First one is code reusable. We write the code once as uses it multiple times. Next one is reduce repetition. Mention that. Now next one is reduce repetition. We don't need to reduce repetition. We don't need to write the same code again and again. Better organization. Next one is better organization. Large programs can be divided into smaller points. Okay, then easy to understand. If there is an error, we can check the related function. And next one is easy to debug. So easy to understand. A meaningful function name explain the purpose of code. This is easy to understand. Now easy to debug. Easy to debug. If there is an error, we can check the related function. And next one is easy to maintain. We can update one function instead of changing the same code in many times. Okay, this one is complete. Function का function that. Now next one is type of function. Python mainly provides two types of function: built-in function, user-defined function. Now built-in function already present in a Python, and user-defined function defined by the user. Now built-in function are already available in Python. We don't need to create them. For example of built-in function include len function, print function, range function. For example, print hello. The output is hello. The print function display output. Now example of len, name is equal to Python, print len, then name. The output is 6. The len function returns the number of characters. This is the example of this. And next is user defined function. User defined function are created by the program. We use the keyword def. We choose the keyword def here. The word def means define. The basic syntax is def, then function name, then one indentation is there, then code. This is def function, def keyboard syntax. The basic syntax is this one. Let's understand every part. The word def, the keyword tells the word def. The keywords tells Python that we are defining a function. The function name, the next one is the function name, this one only. The function name, this is the name of a function. These are parameter. And the sorry, I am missing the call. Sorry. Here colon, the colon show that function, the colon here colon, the colon shows that function block start. After it, the code inside a function must be indented. Now creating our first function. Open VS Code. Let's take 5 minutes to read this thing. These all things we covered. Then we will start to the next in the VS Code part. Okay, now read this advantages and function call. Example of syntax, this one, this thing you may know, and then we move to the next. First write this, take 10 minutes. Now creating our first function, open VS Code, cut the previous one and create new file. Click on new file named as functions.py. Okay, cut this, close this. Okay, now write first def greeting greeting, then colon, print hello, welcome, welcome to Python, welcome to Python. Okay, in the next call function. Now click on run button. See the output. Hello, welcome to Python. Now first creates a function named greetings. Then print hello, welcome to Python is the code inside the function. Finally call the function. Now next one is function defining and function call. These are two important steps. Function defining, def greeting and this one. This create the function. This create the function. Now function calling, greeting, this execute the function. Remember, function defining, function create the function call execute the function. Okay. Now important point, if we only define a function def greeting, in the next line print, suppose we have hello and do not call it, the output will not appear. The function must be called greeting. Then the code inside the function will execute. Now in the next, calling a function multiple times, def welcome and welcome to Python. In the next line greeting, then in the next greeting. Okay, now see the output. Click on run button. Hello, welcome to Python. Oh, sorry, here's some error, now click on run button. Here the function can be reused multiple times. Function with multiple statement. Okay, comment out this. In the next def, suppose we have student details in the next print name Rahul. In the next print, course btech print semester 3. In the next print, college college LPU. In the next, student details. Now see the output. Importance of indentation. Python use indentation to identify the code inside a function. This is correct way. The print statement is indented. If we write this is not correct. This will generate an error. Therefore, always use proper indentation. Now, function naming rules. Function names follow rules similar to a variable name. A function name can contain letters, can contain numbers, can contain underscore, cannot start with a number, cannot contain spaces, should not use keywords. Okay, meaningful function name. Use name the explain the purpose. Suppose we have def, then space, calculate underscore total, then the bracket start and bracket close, and then column. Less clear if we write a def abc and then the bracket start bracket close then column. Meaningful names makes program easier to understand. Now we have some practice question for you. Now my first question is, create a function named welcome that prints welcome to Python. Pause the video and let me explain. Practice question for you. First is, create a function named welcome that prints welcome to Python. Question 2. Create a function named student underscore info, then bracket start bracket close, that prints name, course and semester. Question 3. Create a function named college underscore info, then bracket close bracket open bracket close, and call it 3 times. Now my next question is for you. Question 4. Create a function that prints a line of stars. Okay. Question 5. Explain the difference between function defining and function calls. What we learn from there? What a function? Why do we use function? Advantages of function. Advantages of function here: code reusability, reduce repetition, better organization, easy to understand, easy to debug, easy to maintain, and then code reusability, and then built-in function, user-defined function, and def keyword, function syntax, and function defining, function calling a function multiple times, function with multiple statement, indentation, function naming rules, and practical example. Now we start with function with parameter. What are argument in Python? Sometimes we want to provide here if their function called we covered function with argument. This one. Read this first and then we will start next part. Sorry, next topic. Read this carefully. Function with argument, its definition and syntax. Now what are argument in Python? Sometimes we want to provide data to a function. For example, suppose we have two functions that welcome a student. Instead of writing the separate function, look at this example, and this student details, this example. Okay, this example. So we write here name, welcome, parenthesis, then name, where comma is there, def, here write welcome. Okay, now see the output. Save the file and click on run button. Welcome Rahul. In this program, name parameters, Rahul is argument. The value Rahul is passed to the function when the function is called. The value is called argument. Now what is parameter? A parameter is a variable written inside the parenthesis. When we define a function, the parameter receives the value that is passed to the function. Now let's take with example, def welcome name, print welcome. This is name parameter. The parameter name receives the value when the function is called. What is an argument? An argument is actual value passed to the function when the function is called. Now welcome Rahul. For example, welcome Rahul. Sorry. Here Rahul is argument. The argument Rahul is passed to the parameter name. Therefore, name is equal to this Rahul. Then the function prints welcome Rahul. Now difference between parameters and argument. This previous one. Okay. Function with one argument. Now let's us create a function that accepts one argument. Def welcome name, print welcome name, and welcome Rahul. Comment in this. Now see the output. Welcome Rahul. Def welcome name. The function is named welcome. The parameter named name. Then welcome Rahul calls the function and passed Rahul as an argument. The value Rahul is stored in the parameter name. Then print welcome and then name, print welcome Rahul. Calling the same function with a different argument. One major advantages of function is that we can call the same function with a different value. First def name, welcome name, print, and copy this. Here we just change the name. Okay, here we just write Aman, here Priya, here Simran, Patati Rahul, because it is repeated. Now see the output. Welcome Rahul, welcome Aman, welcome Priya, welcome Sim. We created only one function. We used the same function. We used the same function multiple times with different argument. This is called code reusability. Now function with an integer argument. Argument can also be an integer. Suppose we have, here I am writing def display underscore age, and then age rent student student age, then colon, then comma, and then age. In the next, sorry, in the next, call the function display, function name display age 19. Now see the output. Click on run button. Student age 19. Here age is parameter, here age is parameter, and 19 is argument. Function with multiple argument. Similarly as previous one, a function can accept more than one argument. For example, name and age is equal to n, student info, then Rahul, same this g. Function with three argument, when two is possible and three is possible. Okay, and now important rule. Normally the number of arguments should match the number of parameters. Okay, and now we have some practical example. Take 2 minutes. For starting the practical example. Now next one, function to calculate the area of rectangle. Put this area is equal to length into width okay, the formula for the area this, and now Python program def calculate area, length, width, area is equal to length into width, then print area of rectangle, then comma, then area in the next. Calculate area 10 comma 5. Now run the code. There's some error is okay, s is extra. Now see the output. Area of rectangular is 15. Length is equal to 10 and width is equal to 5. Therefore area 10 into 5 is equal to area is equal to 15. Now next one is read this. Position argument with example in Python. Now positional argument are normally assigned according to their position. These are called position argument. Code example. This one is code example. The first argument goes to the first parameter. The second argument goes to the second parameter. First argument means first parameter. Second argument means second parameter. Okay. Order means here we just write this one. Okay. Now changing the position of argument. What is changing the position of arguments? Changing the position of argument, changing position arguments to keyword arguments, name the arguments, to reordering parameters in a function definition. Now let's see the example. Cut this. In the first now look at the function call. We have student info 19 comma just. Now see the output. Student info.
Okay, sorry, it's just missing the code. I am not seeing this first. Student info, then name, age, the next, the int name, name, age, age, student info, Rahul, common 90. The first argument goes to the first parameter, the second argument goes to the second parameter. First argument is equal to the first parameter and the 19 is equal to the second parameter age.
And now next, changing the position of argument student info. Here this Python assign the value according to their position, and therefore 19 is age and name is Rahul. The output will be name. Here we just putting uh, this one, and comma is there, then the Rahul name. Okay, now see the output, see the difference with this one and our next one. Now name is equal to 19 and age is equal to Rahul. The program may run but the information is incorrect. Therefore, positional argument should not be passed in the correct order. Now next one is keyword arguments. In keyword arguments we specify the parameter name while passing the value. Suppose we have def student info, name age, print name age is this, and student info age is equal to here 19 and name is equal to Rahul. Now see the output, name Rahul and age 19. Here we clearly specify age is equal to 19, name is equal to Rahul. Python matches this value using the parameter name. Now why do we use keyword arguments? Keyword arguments make the function call easier to understand. Look at this. Now look at this student info. Then here I am writing just and 19. This is correct, but we need to remember the order. Now look at this, age 19 and name this. This is more readable because the parameter names are clearly visible. Now changing the order in keyword argument, we can change the order when using keyword argument. Student info age 19 and then name Rahul. The output still name Rahul age 19. This is because Python use the parameter names. Now next one is position argument versus keyword argument. Now position argument. What is position? Python matches value according to their position, and the keyword argument, Python matches value according to their parameters name. Both can produce the same output. Both can produce the same output. Now next one is default argument. A default argument is a parameter that already has a default value. For example, def student info name and this print this and here we just write Rahul. The output name Rahul and the age 19. The value of co the value of age was not provided. Here we value of age not provided. Now only just putting here Rahul and name and age is equal to 19, then name age. Now see the output, here, name Rahul, age 90, similarly as previous one. The value of age was not provided, therefore Python used the default value 19, providing a different value. Now student info Rahul. Now student info Rahul. Here we putting suppose BCA. BCA. Okay. The output. Now see the output. The output means name. Here we age change to course. Course. Here we change to the course. Okay. Now see the output. Now here we just write course is equal to BCA. Sorry, here we write BCA. There's some error. Cut there. I'm just telling the output name Rahul and course BCA. The provide value replace the default value. And the next we have some practice question for you. Check the time. Okay. And in next I have some question for you. Default parameter value, we can have a value as default argument in a function if we specify name is equal to stranger in the line containing def. This value is used when no argument is passed. For example, def greet name is equal to stranger, then this is function body, this is function body. Greet name will be stranger in the function body default. Now great Harry name will be Harry in function body. Next topic is recursion. Default parameter value done. Function with argument done. Types of function call is done. And the function definition. The part containing the exact set of instruction which are called execute. And next topic was file handling. Now I have some practice question for you. Now listen the question. Question first, create a function named welcome that accepts a name and prints welcome to Python, then just current, comma just current. Question 2, create a function that accepts a student age and print it. Question 3, create a function that accepts a student name, age and course. Now question 4, create a function that accepts two numbers and print the sum. Question 5, create a function that accepts two numbers and print their products. Now question 6, create a function that calculates the area of a rectangle. Now question 7, create a function using positional argument. Question 8, create a function using keyword argument. Create a function with a default argument. And the next one is create a simple calculator using two arguments. In this part, we learn function with argument, parameter, argument, difference between parameter and argument, function with one argument, function with multiple argument, position argument, keyword argument, default argument, adding an area of rectangular, and similarly parameter of a rectangle. And in the next part, we will continue with our recursion return statement, function with return, and this Congratulations. uh, Function make our program more organized, reusable, and easy to understand. Okay, in the next video we will learn about return statement and return variable values in Python. We will also understand the difference between print and return with detailed example. If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Also press the notification bell so you don't miss the upcoming videos in our 30-hour Python complete code. Thank you so much for watching this video.